So you can go back and review it, okay? This is STAAR, okay, grade 8 from 2018. Now we're going to go through it real quick. These are all the equations, all the formulas you need. Slope intercept form, y equals mx plus b, kx, right? This one's slope, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Circumference, guys, the distance around. Triangle, area of a triangle. Remember, area of a triangle is half of a rectangle. So look at the rectangle here, area of a rectangle. Base times height, right? Well, a triangle is how much of it? Half of it. So it's base times height and get the half. There's just little things you need to remember like that. Here's surface area, all these things. Remember, big P stands for perimeter of the base. Big B stands for area of the base. And same thing here. Moving on, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I'm going to teach you these things tomorrow, guys. Simple interest and compound interest. They're really easy. You just got to understand what the question's asking. Okay? Moving on, moving on, moving on. So here we go. A fishbowl is shaped like a sphere. All right, a sphere. That's like a, you know, we can kind of say like a ball, right? Has a diameter of 16 inches. Which measurement is closest to the volume of the water? So volume of a sphere, okay? It's going to be 4/3 pi radius cubed. Let me just double check it out. Ready? 4/3 pi radius cubed. So let me go up. Now our volume of a sphere. Volume sphere, 4/3 pi radius cubed. Okay, so I'm going to go back down to that. Now, copy it down. Now, when it comes to this one, all you really need is the R. That's it. Really easy. So they gave you the diameter. So if you look at the diameter, when I go with the D for the diameter, it's the distance around, through the circle from side to side. Your radius, see your R here? Your radius is half of it. So if you know from here all the way to here is 16, then half of it is what, 8? So your radius is 8. So all you're going to come out here and do is basically get the calculator, go 4/3 pi, and then put 8 to the third. Punch in the calculator, and you should get, let me go ahead and show you that too. So I'll come here, turn it on, do not save anything there, and we'll just type in their control fraction. 4/3 pi is down here, pi. Radius now, right? Now I'm going to go ahead and just, so I can know that I put that radius to the third by itself, I'm going to go ahead and put, 8, and then raise that one to the third. So to raise it right there, it's that little caret, and then enter. So 2,144 más o menos. 2001. Ooh, what did I do? Too many. There it is, más o menos. Okay. Go once, twice. We're good. Okay, so we're going to come out here. Next one, number 2. This one's saying, so the question, right? I see this. This is what you should automatically think. And I told you that from the very beginning. Draw a line that best fits. That's it. Okay. Now, you can't have your line too low. You can't have it too high. You can't have it going through there and then just, like just weird. Try to have like some equally above, equally below, going through some. And this is going to be, again, the closest, the best prediction. Okay, so find 50 Celsius. So 50 Celsius is about, I'm going to go ahead and go here, and I'll change it here, and I'll go, what, 10, 20, 30, 40. 50 is right here, bless you. Oh, great. Más o menos around there. How are these counting, right? 5, 5, okay. So 55, 60, 65. Okay, I'm going to tell you this much. Let's look at the ones that it can't be. You don't mind? It can't be a 50. Can't be the 55. I think it's too high. So now you're at 60 or 65. Man, jeez. Okay, so let me go ahead and go up a little bit. Let me redo this problem. We're getting pretty close. I think it's closer to 60. You got it? So there it is, about 360. So that's all this question is asking, to kind of continue this trend line right here and get the line that best fits, you know. The dots are happening around it. Now, when this, they're asking about 50 Celsius, that's this temperature right here. So go where 50 would be, go up to that trend line right here, and then just kind of más o menos. Remember, the points are happening around it. Doesn't mean they're exactly on this line. So you come over here and then see the best one. You got it? Around there. I think it's closer to 50. I'm sorry, to 60 than any other one. There is 65, but I seriously think it happens closer to right here, this line, which would be 60. That's it. Moving on. Okay. Okay, so this one here, which shows the lengths in order from greatest to least. So luckily, guys, look at all of us. These are all the same numbers over and over again. I don't know how y'all like to do this. I really don't know how you like to do this. So what I'm going to do is just go back to old school. What do y'all think? Should I use the calculator, or do I go ahead and use the calculator, or do you want me to go ahead and do, let's just use the calculator, list and spreadsheets. Okay? So when it comes to list and spreadsheets, I think I had shown you all this before, but let me just show it to you one more time. Now, when it comes to this part, all you have to do, it's really easy. There's no thinking what I'm going to show you. Now, remember this, it wants least to greatest. That's it, greatest to least. So this is what I'll do as a little trick. I'll go from here, like a great number to a little number. And you can see that's going down, that's descending. Okay, so what I'm going to come on here and do is I'm going to turn on the calculator. I'm going to go over here. I'm going to add a page. I'm going to go to list and spreadsheets. Now for here, for each one of these, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put equals and then the number. The first number is a fraction of 3 over 25. The second number, make sure you put the equal sign, is going to be a fraction of a square root of 3 over an 11. Now, the next 3 is going to be a fraction of 9 over 100. Yes, good catch. And I do need the equal sign there. The next one, equal sign, control, it's another fraction of pi over 24. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll go all the way to the top, highlight the whole column, and I'm going to go to menu. I'm going to go to actions. I'm going to go to sort. Okay. Okay. And I'm going to sort column A. In what order? For right now, I have to descending from the biggest to the smallest. So there it is. So, well, I don't see what it is. Scroll over it. So that's your first one. That's your second one. That's your third one. And that's your fourth one. So that'd be my first one right there. Square root of 3 over 11. I don't know what this one was, but I'll tell you this one's the next one. 325. Okay, so square root of 3 over 11, and then 325. Square root of 3 over 11. So square root of 3 over 11. Out. Out. Check. And I know that 325 was this third one over here. So there's my answer. Pretty cool. Not too bad. It's pretty easy, guys. It's not a bad idea to do it like that. I know a lot of us will convert these to decimals. Hey, do it to it. It's your test. You decide how you want to do it. Just do it and get it right, please. This is very easy. I know what happens here in the STAAR test. A lot of people freak out. A lot of people freak out because words, and that's it. So just read through it slowly, and I'm going to try to color coordinate stuff. Jerry has a new job and earns a salary of this. So anything with Jerry, I want to put 45,000, right? Jerry in red, all right? Victoria, on the other hand, I'll do blue. Victoria, on the other hand, has a new job and earns a salary of 54,000. Okay. Jerry, we're going back to Jerry, does stuff and receives an increase per. Guys, this is your per. Looking at your answer choices, this is like your what? Yeah, this is what you multiply. It's going to be like that. I'm looking for that, the truth. And Victoria in blue will get receive a 1,500. So I'm going to have 1,500 per X, okay? And that's it. So look for the stuff in red together, which is Jerry, and look for the stuff in blue together, which is Victoria. Because they're obviously going to go ahead and give you a lot of information. Now, for equations to be true, you have to talk and use the same information about Jerry when you're talking about Jerry's equation, and same thing about Victoria when you're talking about Victoria's equation. So which equation can be used to find the number of years it would take Jerry to earn the same? Same means equal. Okay? They want Jerry and Victoria to be the same. So what does this one say here? He's going to earn per year 45,000. I don't even know what that is. That's just wrong. Those two are just absolutely wrong. This one also says that. Absolutely wrong. Without even reading much more, my answer is this one. So let's look at this as true. So Jerry, right? Jerry is 45,000. Boom. 45,000. And he will increase 2,500 per year. There it is. Looks good. Let's look at Victoria. Victoria has a new job and earns 54,000 and will increase of 1,500 per year. So these two go together. 54,000 and 1,500. 54 right there. Makes super easy, cheesy sense. Okay, moving on. I don't even know what to tell you on this one. This one's like a joke. Way mega joke. Now, I'll do the work right now, right? But I want you to look at this one. The shortest distance. Guys, this is a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The thing I know about the c is across the right angle, and it has to be the longest side. You understand what I'm saying? So can it be this one? Yes. Can it be this one? Yes. Can it be this one? No. Does that all make sense? You see what I'm getting at? And we're going to come out here and do this mathness. So I'm going to go with 1.7 squared plus 0.9 squared equals c squared. Yeah, right? Let's say 1.79. Okay, so I'm going to come out here to the calculator. I'm figuring out a new page, calculator, and I'm going to go with 1.7 squared plus 0.9 squared. Okay, I don't know how to teach you how to do this. What do you think? Ends off? Should I do ends off? Yeah, I'll do ends off. Menu 3, 1. Equals, what do you want? C squared? C squared, and then we're going to put comma C. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Yeah, there it is. So about 1.92. All right, not too bad. So this one automatically does the work for me. Menu 3.1, ends off. And that's it. So I come back and find 1.9. So I'll go back to my test. 1.9-ish. Boom. Okay, can't be this one. Can't be this one. Do you have any questions on that one, guys? No? Look in the chat. Come on. Awfully quiet today. It's all good. Breaking my heart. It's all good. Okay, now here. This one's super easy, guys. I've seen this one forever and ever. This one comes out forever. Once you see this, I start seeing this. I start like scanning over the whole test. So remember this. If it's x goes to 1y, it's a function. Make sure you know that. Okay, if it maps like this, right here, straight across, function. If this one goes to over here, it's still a function. You got it? This one, your x's do, oh, I'm looking at it like this. I'm looking at it if it goes like this. No, that's wrong. What if this one goes to the same one over there? That is the function, okay? Those are all functions, because this one goes to 1, this one goes to 1. What's not a function, x's do not repeat. What's not a function? Make sure you remember, not a function is when your x's repeat, and on a mapping that you'll have this one going to two of them. You can't have that. If you have that right there, it's not a function. So let's look at this one real quick. This one, this one, this one, this one are all my x values. Are any two the same? No, right? So it is a function. I don't even care about this. I could care less about my y's when it comes to this question. Which statement describes this relation? So it is a function, check. Now it is, these that say do not are out. And it's y because x gives you a y. Okay? This one says because y gives you an x. No. It's because x gives you a y. And there it goes. Okay? Always keep them in order, guys. X comes first. Okay? In a function, you give me your x, I'll tell you what your y is. You can't give me the y, and I'll tell you what your x is when it comes to these functions. Okay, going once, going twice. Ooh, super easy. This is like way easy. Look at the answer choices. I automatically look at the answer choices. Do you see how pi is there? So you don't multiply by pi. You just set it up, and that's it. And in museum there's this cylinder, shaped as a cylinder. I was looking for the keyword cylinder. Has a diameter of 12 feet. So again, the diameter is the distance across. You see this? Diameter. We don't ever use the diameter. We use the half of it, which is your r. You see the r here? Your radius. Now, when it comes to the radius, this one's 12, then this one has to be 6. Okay? So that means from here to here, it's 6. And the height of h. Okay, height of h. Which equation can be used to find the volume? Okay, so volume is equal to BH. Volume, this B stands for the area of the base, which is pi radius squared times height. This is this part right here. Let me just change color so you can understand. All right? So base is equal to the area of a circle. Well, how do you get that, sir? Well, I just go back up here in my brain. Where is it? Area of a circle, right here. Pi radius squared. Great. Anybody remember what number was? There it is. So I have that, and that's all I need. My radius. These questions are super easy because usually it's just, if you see anything like a circle, man, all you need is your radius. So volume now is pi. Radius in this situation is 6 squared, and then height. Okay, that's your answer. Pi, 6 squared, height. But boom. Not hard, pretty easy, kind of cheesy. Okay, moving on over here. Julie started with 20 pieces of gum and gave away X pieces. So we're going to go, I think this is equations, right? Super easy. Conrad started with 35 pieces of gum and gave away twice as many as Julie did. How many pieces of gum Julie gave away if they had the same number of pieces of gum when they were left? So in the beginning, we'll go with Julie, okay, and gave away X. So we're going to go with 20 minus X. Here, right? Hopefully that makes sense. Now let's see this next one over here. Conrad started with 35 pieces. So there's a Conrad. And gave away twice as many. So minus 2x. She gave away that many. He gave away that many. So I'm going to put these closer because I already got the equations. Minus 2x. Solve it. Jeez. I don't know what to say. Will you do and solve? There you go. And solve, or do we do it El Mano style? And solve? You serious? Dude, this is so easy. I just wanted to see what you would do. Okay, and solve it. Diego, you are killing me. Menu. We'll go to menu. 3, 1. Jeez. Okay, we're going to go to 20 minus x equals, that guy had 35, right? Minus 2x. And then we're going to do comma x, enter. Kidding me, bruh. Okay, where are we at now? Go back to the question. So we're going to go with 15. Super easy. I can't believe, Diego, you're kidding me, brother. But okay, whatever. There's nothing wrong with that. That's allowed. Yeah, so she gave away x, which is 15. So let me come back here. Ready? I'm going to do it by Hermano. Let me see what's going on. You know what? Good thing. Read the question. Because they could have asked how many are left, right? Which could have been 5. X is what she gave away. So yeah, I didn't even read the question. Yeah, so read the question, please. Man, I could have gotten that one wrong. Yeah, so they have to set it up like this. So where am I at? Where am I at? Okay, so to move this one or solve for x here, I'm going to find the smaller amount of x's. So I would say that's the smaller amount, and I want to get rid of that one. So I'm going to add to x, add to x. These cancel out here. This gives me x. Now over here I have 20 minus x is equal to, what is that, 35. Minus 20, minus 20. Cancel out here, negative x is equal to, oh, that's positive x. Yeah, positive x is equal to 15. Yeah, so we did it right. And solve, you're right, Diego. What's faster? Okay, next one, 8, 9. Jeez, am I talking too much? Yes, I am. I was looking at the time. I wanted to only do half of your period, but okay. Let me just do this one and one more. So a container shaped like a triangular prism. Ooh. Do y'all know what a triangular prism is? It's this shape. You know, like maybe like an old school tent style, right? Each base, since it's a triangular prism, guys, this triangle is your base. You gotta understand it. That is your base. All right. Okay. Now the container has a height of 15. Okay. Where's my height? FYI, a lot of people will think this is your height. No. When it comes to prisms, your height is the distance from one base to your other base. So that is 15. Okay, so make sure you understand that. In a prism, the base, okay, you got that, is this thing, I guess the name. You got it? Like triangular prism, square prism, rectangular prism, I don't know, whatever prisms, octagonal prism, whatever. The octagon is your base. Now the height is a distance from base to base. Okay? So the distance from this base triangle to the other base in the back, the other triangle back here, you can kind of see it. It goes something like that. This triangle back here is the other base, so that distance is 15. Okay, so that, now you know. What this is now asking lateral. Remember in football, guys, and all that stuff, when they say lateral, that means the sides. They do not want the bases. They just want the sides, the rectangles. They basically want the rectangles. You got it? So, where is it? Square. Sorry, over here. Square. You know what? Let me change color. This is very important. What should y'all think of when you see square? Come on, anybody. Square. Ria. Thank you so much. It's Squarea. Cha-ching, bada bing. Okay? Same thing with area. You better think of square. Ria. Okay? So basically how many squares? So I don't know how you want to do this, but this is what I see. Do you see this is a what? Equilateral triangle. All these rectangles, sides, all these sides are the same. What are they? They're what? A 6 by 15, and I have 3 of them, right? So that's the main question right there. Give me the sides. But let me go back and use the formula just so y'all can see how to use the formula. Okay, lateral surface area, prism. Lateral is pH. What? You see that real quick? Lateral surface area of a triangular prism. So this is the way it goes. It's going to be lateral surface area is equal to pH. P stands for perimeter of the base. So the perimeter of the base is this right here. This, and this. So it's going to be 6 plus 6 plus 6. All right? What's my height? I guess I'll do it here. My height. The distance from one base to the other base, 15. Gee, wow, I don't even know how to do this in my head. What is it, 18 times 15? Oh, great. Can anybody do that real quick? Please, somebody. 18 times 15. Cricket, cricket. Somebody. 120 is your answer. Now, please understand what I'm going to say here, guys. This is square area. So what are they talking about? Centimeters? So the real answer is 120 centimeters squared. Cool. All right, all right. Let's go on. The last one I'll cover with you today. Oh, this is a joke. A mega joke. This is like ha ha ha. The people at the STAAR test right now are laughing because it's so easy. So this one's going to go ready. 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. So the first thing is xy, then it's yx, xy, yx, xy. Guys, what I'm telling you, 180. So goes to the right. So we're going to go here, first rotation to the right, then to both. I'm looking for this right here. Okay? Now, also remember this one right here. It's going to tell you several things could happen. There's two sides, I tell you. There's a congruent transformations, right? And then there's a non-congruent. So you need to make sure you understand that. This one here, the rotations are on the congruent side. So the sum of the angles measured over trapezoid 180 is less, nothing less. It's the same thing actually. Trapezoid PQ is not congruent. It's actually congruent because if they did the rotations to this one, it's on the congruent side, so they are congruent. This one's wrong. The area of the trapezoid is less, no less. Without even reading it, it has to be my answer. Equal. Perfect. I like that. So regarding this one, you have to, that's why on the very top, when we do those, you know, whatever you want to call it, review sheets, cheat notes, cheat sheets, whatever you want to call them, those right there are basically going to go ahead and tell you which ones are congruent and which ones are not congruent. Okay, guys, I talked too much. I meant to do 10 of them or 15 of them, but I did not even close to that. A huge, huge, huge favor. You have an assignment on Alex right now? Get busy doing that one, please. It's review. Which function best? Okay, this one's very easy, guys. Remember, it's always in y equals mx plus b. This is your y-intercept. Your y-intercept here is a -2, so out, out. Your slope is very flat, so it's this one, okay? So it's the way it goes. Rise 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you rise 1, run 4. Remember, it's your rise over your run. Now the way it goes, you pick 2 good points. That's a good point. No, 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 no. Because I'm looking for a crossing right here in these little crosshairs. So you can see where the 2 lines intersect. And that one. 1 up to get in height, same height. Then run to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. There it is. Rise over run. Okay. Boom. This one real quick. Let me see. What is this one asking? An employee put 5,000. This is your principal account. That's your rate. Interest compounded. You look for that one, compounded. Annually. Makes no additional deposits or withdrawals. Which is the closest interest the employee would have. Okay, so we're going to come out here. Remember, this is your principal. This is your rate. This is your term. So let me go back and review the formula. Compounded. All right, let's look for the one that's compounded. And compound interest rate is right here. A equals P1 plus RT, okay? Whoa, whoa, whoa. So that's going to be P1 plus R to the T. A equals P, which is your principal of 5,000. 1 plus your rate of 9% to your term of 5. Okay? Which is the closest amount of interest. Now, how do I tell you this, guys? Okay, so you need to remember this. Simple. This is just your interest. This here is your compound, which means like putting things together, plus. So this is your interest and your principal together. What? What do you mean? So if you go to, I'll go to Walmart, just hearing me out, right? And you buy Cheetos. This is the difference. The simple interest, when you buy Cheetos for it, I'm gonna just say it's $1. You wind up paying $1.08, right? Because of the tax. So the tax slash is your interest in this situation. You got it? Your tax is how much? 8 cents? That's interest. That's this right here. You got it. That is strictly the 8 cents. That's what this one calculates, only the extra stuff. The compound stuff, this compound stuff, I'll change color, calculates everything together. It calculates the principal and the interest together, and they give it to you A. So I go with it all together, okay? So the question's not asking you to find everything together. The question's asking you to find strictly the what? What was the amount that causes the interest? You got it? So I'm going to put this in the calculator, exactly like that. 9%. It's going to go 5,000. Then here, 1 plus, I believe it's 9%, 9. The percent sign, I think, is over here. Percent. Raise that to the term of 5. So there it is. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what that is. I'm going to go out here and go control más o menos. So that right there is the total, everything. The amount that he deposited, that's at 5,000 plus his interest. That's all together. We don't want that. We just want to get the interest. So I'm going to come out here from this number and subtract 5,000. Subtract that principal. You got it? So I'm going to go ahead and minus 5,000. 2,693. That should be my answer. 2,693. There it is. Pretty cool. Not a bad question. So again, I'm telling you they're not bad. All you have to do is just understand what the question's asking. I know sometimes I just jump through it real fast and I don't even read it, but yeah, forgive me on that one. This one I read. So these are really easy. Since these lines are parallel, everything that looks alike is alike. You see how these are the big angles? They're alike. They're the same measure. Everything that's smaller has the same measure. So they're asking about x. X happens to be the same thing as that one over there. You see, like the little smaller one? So that one is 79. I should look for 79. I'm going to say that's that one. Okay? Without even reading the rest of it. Seriously? I could smell it. Get out of the way. Sorry, guys. Okay, so in this one here, correctly relationship between the numbers and the rational. Okay. So rational, if you think about ELA, is like being sensible. In senses, like within reason, you know, making good sense. This one means, just you don't mind, I want to say you're crazy. You're irrational, you're acting crazy. All right? Now, for these questions, please remember this one. Car wins in race. Okay? These are your counting numbers. They're very basic ones. These are your whole numbers. These are your integers. These are your rationals. Okay? This is the way they go. The smallest group to get into the bigger groups. Okay? The biggest one out of all of them is all of them together is the real numbers. Or, yeah, real numbers. All numbers that you use. Okay? You're in 8th grade, so anything goes. But now, here this question is asking, are these things, how are they related? Well, they're all in the real numbers. I'll tell you that much. Everything together are your real numbers. So they all have to be inside the real numbers. Cool. Now, the rationals and rationals, if you think about that, they have to be separate. That's going to be the one. Because if you're acting crazy, if you think, this is just humor me, if you're on lunch, right, and you're acting crazy, what do they do to you? They take you to the office. You're acting irrational. You're making a scene. You're yelling. Maybe you're going to start a fight, or maybe you're just being kind of, you know, being loud. So they're going to say, hey, you know, come over here to the, I guess, the How well we need to talk to you. So they'll separate you. So you're different. Okay, so irrationalists are different than the rationalists. Okay, this one real quick. This one has 15 choices in the start box, adds 2 every month. So if you think about that, it starts off at 15. So at 0, if you think about that question right there, starting off with 0, 15. Then every month adding 2. So at month 1, 17. Month 2, 19. Month 3, 21. So let's look for these dates, or these things if you don't mind. Oh wait, we need to go one more. So 4, he'd be at 22, or am I bad? 23. So that was like way wrong right there. You got it? This one looks good. Way wrong here. Starting off at 15, remember, at 0 months, start off at 15. Wrong. I like that one best. Without even going on and reading more, that's the best answer. Oh, this is like a joke. Oh, mega joke. Dilation. When you see dilation, you know what? Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay, right there. You see this one right here? Dilation. So if you look at dilation, there's going to be this key thing, this key idea, which means to multiply. Not multiplying, not multiplying. Yes, multiplication, yes, multiplication. You see 1/2 x, 1/2 times x. That's what it means, but we don't write that, okay? So that one or that one. Now let's just look at this one. This is the smaller one is the original one because it doesn't have that little prime thing. So it gets bigger. I want you this much. That gets smaller. Look at this fraction, 1/2 or 7/4. Which of these fractions is bigger? Okay, that's your answer. Really easy. No, this is a joke. Okay, so look at this. I'm just going to put those menu 413. This is spreadsheets, menu 413. And that's it. 6750. Let me see what I got. Let me see how I can do this. Here. List in spreadsheets. And I'm going to go to, oh, great. I forgot the months, the dates, all that good stuff. What is 6, 8, 6, and 8. 67. 6, 67, 6, 67, 50. 8. Oh, great. What was it again? Oh, what did I press? And $75. I'll come back over here and go to menu 413. B, Control B, enter. Enter. So this is the rate, $37. I mean, sorry, $375, and you're starting $45. So they charge additional every month, every day, every hour, however they charge, $33.75. This is like your initial get in there. Okay, 45 and $275. Fee per, boom, that's it. Initial, 45. These are wrong. Notice? That's how easy that is.